Well, it's not directly related to APFO, but you said something about how we have a plan that says sprawl development is not what we want, but we're getting it anyway. Why is that? I don't understand. Why do we have a plan that we don't follow?
We've been asking that question for a lot of years. So I would blame, in no particular order, the development community, the county administration, park and planning, and the county council, the people making the decisions. You know, if you have a plan, the developers want to build what they want to build, that's them. The county administration can say we're going to adopt strict policies against this. They don't. Park and planning has, in my view, the ability to say no, it's not consistent with the general plan. And the county council approves these applications all the time for 30, 40 years.
And the council also zones the property. Let's not forget that part.
Well, I'm taking the council's blame.
Okay.
I've been happy to blame the council on this for years. Just because I'm inside the wall doesn't mean I still don't throw things at the wall. But yeah, we had these plans, but we don't follow them. Which gets back to legislation that we've tried to push through. That I think you're familiar with, that I've been pushing with some council members about consistency with plans. That's a whole other topic, but it touches on this issue.
I would say though, I mean, there's consistency with the plan, but there's also the zoning, which in many cases overrides the plan if the zoning is not consistent with the plan. So you may have, just for instance, the plan say that it's low density, single family detached residential development, but it's zoned commercial. And so while the plan may say something, legally we can't enforce that because we have to enforce what's in the zoning ordinance. So I mean, it does all come back essentially to the zoning.
It does. We're getting a little far afield, which probably my fault. But the subdivision ordinance does give the planning board the ability to say no based on master plan conformity.
Well,
That's a whole other can of worms.
Right. I mean, it does unless there's intervening county policy, which is the zoning ordinance.
I'll let it go.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff that's zoned for development, and the zone's right, and the development can be built in that zone, but it's not consistent with the general plan in terms of timing. You get the timing questions, which gets back to APF, but no one ever fails any of the APF tests. So you have these tests and no one ever